All right, cyber traders, welcome back. Let me just get a little chat back. If you guys can hear me okay. All right, just look over here. Good to see you all. All right, good morning. Good. All right, everybody on YouTube, Facebook Live. Hopefully everyone is all excited. Let me tell you right now, it is a crappy morning. I was just telling Josh, I'm looking at the list. Everything looked good around 8 o'clock in the morning. You know, I don't rarely ever say that, but it really is it's not that much out there. There was a couple other stocks that moved. I'm hoping that we're going to see some good stuff going into when the market opens up. But as of right now, there's only about 2 or 3 of them. The rest are all crap. Okay, is the market crashing? Let me tell you. Yesterday, Jake, what I did was I actually sold a lot of my swing trading accounts. I brought it down. I was like maybe like 80% on a swing. I dropped it down to like 20%. And I'm still down. I'm still losing money on my swings. But thank God I sold about 60, 70% of them, a lot of them. So I basically, I cut them down to like maybe like 20% of what I had. So let's say I had 1,000 shares. I knocked it down to 200. Okay. And they're all like really taking big hits right now. So, geez, thank God I did get out of them because I really took a nasty hit. But it's once again, you want to be a good swing trader, you have to be a good day trader. Okay. Now, we're going to talk about some stocks that we traded yesterday because yesterday we did have a couple of good, nice movers. And then we had a couple of nice little stocks that went through the close. I did pretty decent yesterday. I kind of made half what I make on a Monday, so I took it very, very conservatively yesterday. But the big stock that we're looking at, let me just bring it up here. I don't know why I even have it up here on the screen. Was the CTIB. Looked pretty interesting, up 62%. We'll check that out. I know a lot of you guys are talking about AMC, and the news out on AMC was our great governor in New York, the nanny killer, grandma killer. He all of a sudden you can start opening up the city. I guess he's trying to don't look over here, look over there. So he came out with some news that he's going to start opening up movie theaters. So that was actually a pretty good news that came out with AMC, and AMC obviously did benefit from that. It doesn't look good, guys. Mike and John and Jake and all of you guys out there. So I'll be really, really cautious. But what is looking really bright on the bright side? You guys were here yesterday, right? Yesterday morning. What did I tell you that looked really good? Airlines are doing awesome. Look at the airline stocks. I mean, they're doing real. Honestly, the only thing I'm seeing that's up is airlines. The only thing. So I did move a lot of my swing trades into airline stocks. I did actually, I bought more of my airline stocks. So, you average down. They said, average down is like the Antichrist. You don't do that. I actually averaged up on a lot of my airlines, but like everything did great. I mean, even like all these stocks, this stock I did pretty decent on too, on the day trade, which was Carnival Cruise Lines. But the cruise lines, if you look at them, they're doing great. Now, if you remember when I told you this, I look at trading the airlines. I said, listen, I personally think they'll double by next year. So making 100% of your money, from 5 months ago until now, I mean, we're actually almost there, actually. So, you know what? There are other things that did phenomenally better. Things were up 300, 500%, 1,000%. You know what I mean? But listen, people are starting to get a little antsy. I told you, I just went to go with my wife, and we were looking about traveling and taking a trip because we're all losing our patience. And airline tickets are actually back up. You can't get them for $20 anymore, $30 anymore. So anyway, airlines are doing good. So not only just airlines, but also cruise stocks. So they're also doing pretty well. Now, a couple of stocks also we traded pretty well. So we know about the AMC. This was yesterday. So that one did really well. TAOP was another one that did really well. This has been a great little day trade, and it's been a great swing trade yesterday. It went from like $7 to $14. The stock was up about 100%. And then obviously a couple of nasty shakes in there, but you can see now it kind of backed off. But it was a really, really nice day trade. You don't like stocks that go up too fast. I always tell you that all the time. You want something slow and steady. So that's the way you got to look at it. Now, so we had that going on. Now, what's going on this morning? But before I go talk about this morning and what we're going to be looking at, just a couple of quick announcements. Today at 11 o'clock, we're going to have Traders Talk. And we're going to broadcast it live on YouTube, Facebook Live. So please make sure you hear. This is where once a week we here in the Cyber Group room, but we're going to broadcast it. We do it once a month here in YouTube. So you can tell your friends about it, where we're going to analyze certain traders in the room, talk about where they're right, where they're wrong, just open for questions, an open, nice forum. It's a great event, so please come and join us. And then obviously, you know, we have open house on Thursday, and then we got classes going on this week too here at CyberTrade University. Remember, you got to learn before you can earn, so don't forget those upcoming events. Now let's talk about what stocks are moving this morning. So we got the CTIB. You want to keep an eye on it. You could see how pretty it was yesterday after hours, where it went from 240 to 420. It's got it doesn't look like an algo stock to me because I'm looking on the level 3 on the right-hand side, but I'm not really seeing any substantial iceberg orders. So that's why I'm not really not a big super fan of it yet. So that one's okay. But look, this is what I mean why it was a really crappy morning, really shitty morning. BBIG, look at this thing. This thing gapped up from 4 to 650 early in the morning, and then boom, now it's on its way back down. You know, stuff like this. This is what I'm talking about, crap. And, you know, even though it's up 24%, it was probably up about 60%, 70% earlier. VBLT, these stocks are all, look at 25%, was up at 320, just dropped down to 270. Look over here on the bottom left-hand corner. You see where we have the big percentage gainers and losers? That actually is the CyberTrade University crystal ball, okay? Which, by the way, you all get it, every brokerage firm. Look at that. There's not really a lot in there. There's not. Okay, and I'm just going through the list. DWSN, crap, right? Where is it? Yeah, DWSN, another one, crap. They went from 320 to $5 on a back down trend. Now, I mean, RETO, another one, crap. Look at this thing, 240 with the 320 came right back down to 260 in pre-market. You know what I mean? Like, I got another one here, SNSS, you know, another one. It's the 6th biggest percentage gainer. Look at that. Look on the bottom left-hand corner. Cyber traders, when is the last time? Have you ever been at CyberTrade University and you've been in a morning meeting and the 6th biggest percentage gainer out of the whole market of over 25,000 stocks is only up 10%? That's like nothing. That's like horrible. Usually we probably see that would probably be like 60%. You know, I mean, that's how like it's kind of a little crappy. So I'm a little nervous about this morning. Now, on the other aspect, you can go short, right? So there are a couple of stocks that are taking nice hits. Look at the CCIV. Beautiful trend. Great pre-market from yesterday. Took a hammer. This stock went from $15 all the way to 60. It's back down to 30. Right around here, look at that, 35. It's coming right to a major support levels right around here. That little nice little Fausto flag right there, and it's only right there. So there you have something there that looks, you know, pretty interesting. So you can go short. A lot of brand name stocks are not doing too well. You know, Riot. I know a lot of you guys are gonna add. So Riot took a little bit of a hit. You guys saw what happened to the crypto stock. I think it was down like, I don't know, $7,000. Listen, that thing went up way too fast, way up too fast. So listen, we did really well with Riot, you know, but now it's on a little bit of a downtrend. TLRY, you know, look at this thing, huge winners that we had. They're starting to trend down. I took a loss on that stock. Okay. And you know, it's so funny. And we were talking about this yesterday in class with me and in the morning in a trading event that we do, me and Josh, and we were saying, you know what? Sometimes you feel good when you lose money, when it's very little, and all of a sudden, like, wow, I sold that stock at 29, it's at 24. Man, I only lost like 50 cents on that thing. Could you imagine being down $5 versus 50 cents? That's a huge mistake. You don't want to do that. So anyway, a lot of things are taking big hits. I like I told you, I got rid of, I downsized everything. I'm about maybe 10%, 20% still long my positions. Thank God I am. I mean, I'm still losing money this morning. I'm still losing a lot on the swings. I mean, I did great. We did great for the last 2 months, but everything's like taking a hit. Nasdaq is down. I mean, the Dow futures are only down 40, but the Nasdaq futures are down 245 points. That's a lot, and we're trading a lot of these high tech stocks. And by the way, just to point out to you, um, the market being down, that's healthy. That's good. So don't look at it like saying like, I figure like, it's going to be, just a bit. It's very healthy for the stock market to back off because it shows that where's their weakness. And when the weakness runs out and then people are like, oh, it's not really going down anymore. It kind of scares all the scared money, take some profits, always there. But it's not like we had a catastrophe like when we had the COVID and in March and the thing just literally, I mean, if you go on my Instagram photo, I think I took a picture of myself when the market was down literally 3,000 points. I mean, that alone is like historic. All right, so what we got here? So we got pretty much everything. Short crypto sector. That's what Jones saying here on Cyber Group. Elon Musk said Bitcoin seems high. Is that what happened? So, man, that guy's got so much damn power. I mean, it's unbelievable. So traders are moving into techs, into air and cruise, it seems. Kennedy, listen, what we do here, and I know you're new here to the Cyber Trading University room. I know you're just doing a trial, but we just follow where the money goes, and it just seems that's where things are going now. I mean, listen, Florida's open for business, okay? And they said Florida's COVID is the same thing as California, number to number, and they're open, and California is completely shut down. Okay, I don't even think you can go into a porta potty in the street. Okay, it's you know what I mean? Like you can't do anything. So what are people doing? They're starting to travel. They're starting to say, I'm going to Florida. I need a break. So, or going to Cancun. You know what I mean? It's open. So I think airlines are going to be doing pretty well. Yes, Disney is claiming the cleanest place on earth now. Is that what they said, Kennedy? Well, that no one hasn't been there in such a long time. You know what I mean? So anyway, so we got our watch list. The market's going to be opening up in 15 minutes. I'm not super excited this morning so far going long, but it looks like a lot could be more on the short side. Okay, let's see how things go on because I think when you see the trend going on in the pre-market, it usually will spill in going into the open. But remember, one of the biggest things that we teach, and you notice this, cyber traders, and sometimes on YouTube and Facebook Live, you guys don't see this unless you come and join our room. We get that slingshot. You get that slingshot in the morning, if it's long or short, and then eventually things start picking a direction. That's why you got to be careful the first 5 minutes. Blockchain took the beating today too. I know blockchain took a huge hit going out there. But P Trader on YouTube, you can see the stock. Yeah, the stock looks like it's probably a good trend. Joan is saying that Joan, I saw the PBR this morning, and I thought it was pretty good, and all of a sudden it started trending down. There's one of the things I saw. Yeah, but PBR, I mean, took a huge hit the last couple of days. You could see that thing was literally at 11 and just got hammered. But I mean, that thing is. I saw that stock too. I almost went long that stock too, and I forgot why I didn't chase it. But listen, could you imagine waking up and you're sitting there and like, boom, you wake up and now all of a sudden the stock is like at $8 after you had it like at 11. I mean, that's a pretty big catastrophe right there. Okay, all right. Anyway, so listen. Does that mean the market's closed? No, we're going to get a bunch of new ones going to open up. So if you're on YouTube, Facebook Live, if you want to do a trial, click on the bottom, like us, friend us. You can always join us for $9 and for a week in the trading room. But we'll be back here at 11. Cyber traders, like I said, you see something, you say something. That's what we train you to do. It's not the Fausto show. It's not the Josh show. It's not the Rich show. It's you guys out there. I trained you how to trade. Let's all look together. Let's focus on where the money is. Let's make our days pay. Listen, all of a sudden, something might come out of nowhere, and boom, you get a stock that'll go up to 300%. And we don't only need that 20% move, but we might find it always happens. Just as of right now, I'm telling you, like I rarely ever say this, it is a shitty morning. I mean, there's really not a lot going on, okay? And that kind of gets me nervous. By the way, I know there's a vote coming up right now with the stimulus package, and there's a lot of scrutiny going on with the stimulus package. So I don't know if that might even have something to do with it. Okay. But I did hear a rumor going around that they're going to probably, with inflation, interest rates are starting to go up, so that can cause, listen, someone's got to pay that $4 trillion back. So be careful interest rates. So if you haven't bought a house yet, you might want to consider it now. We get locked in that rate for 30 years. All right, guys, good luck. Happy trading. We'll be back at 11 o'clock. Cyber traders will start commentary in the next 15 minutes. All right. Be safe and don't get too cocky this morning. All right.